comes home. More like an hour and a half. We'll see if I gotta cook dinner. But this is it. We're finally gonna fix my X2H. So I actually own a few X2Hs because I absolutely love the shape. I had issues with it though because at work I had wireless interference. At home it was fine. So I actually purchased 2 of these dongles because look at this friggin' price that I got. I was like, might as well try it. $6 for an open box 4K wireless dongle. This is the normal. This is not the V3. This is the older X2H, size 2 medium. I got a second one for $8 because I have 2 X2Hs. I have an acid rewind also. I actually have a size 1 X2H mini also, but let's not count that because that one's a Founders Edition that already has the 4K dongle. And I had no wireless interference issues with it. But with this guy, well, the X2H Acid Rewind with the nano receiver, I did have issues. So I've got chat set up here. And let me do a quick Discord announcement. We're going to say the name of my channel is @livestreams. Fixing X2H sticky clicks live. And we'll go to my channel and bring that up here. There's the live stream URL. Boom. I should really get a bot to do live streams. Yes, I do need to do that. I absolutely need to do that. And I'll make a Twitter post also. So speaking of Twitter, y'all know that today's the last day of the giveaway for Tevolution Mousecast 1-year anniversary. Link is in the video description. Tevolution, Joel messaged me being like, "Hey, I want to do a giveaway to celebrate Mousecast 1 year," and that absolute mad lad did it. We have a Tevolution Terra Pro 8K with the whatever the heck the accessory, Genesis accessory bundle, which I know it's grip tape. I don't know what else it is. But it's that, plus, you know, I think I will let this soak actually for a little bit longer. A Tevolution Axis balance pad. So you can get both of those things, enter to win. I want to say there's around 200... I want to say there's around 200 people who have entered so far. At least that's what my... You gotta follow me in order to be... to enter, and my follower count is increased by about 200. So there you go. I gotta do some cleanup here first, though. The X2H is such a good shape. Yeah, I gotta clean up, though. I made a mess with my Glorious mice from yesterday's stream that I was not, like, a big fan of. I don't know. I ran out of steam. Or 2 nights ago, I forget what it was. Oh, by the way, Talon Games grip tape, same stuff as Pulsar Super Grips, or whatever they're called. So I need to get a little baggie to put my Glorious mice in, or a little box or something. I have an Mchos. This works. Look at this. I kept this Mchos packaging, I guess. That's a thing. No holes in it so the screws won't fall out. Good. Okay. Yeah, so the sticky clicks, I'll spoil it right now. Pulsar uses foam pads to dampen post-travel. And oftentimes that foam gets dislodged. And you then see the adhesive. Oh, there is a hole in this bag. Like air holes. Okay, well, I'm going to have to tape over that. Or just hope that the screws don't fall through. That's a possibility also. You can tell which screws go to which ones because they'll have, like, this one has white or pink plastic in it, so I know that one's the Flamingo. Yeah, D2 and D1 are not, the Pro Series are not cross-compatible. Womp womp. They made optimizations to the mold, it looks like. It barely fits, but I could maybe mod it to get it to work, but yeah, I don't know. Here's my dongle that I painted pink, so I know which one it is. Put this in there. And we'll just set this off to the side for now. And I'm wearing flannel because it's friggin' fall time, right, dog? Yeah, we had a good play session. That's why Nova's breathing. You guys see her breathing hard? Yeah, here, I'll open this for you. Let some cold air in here. I'm still warm still. It's like 50 degrees outside and I still got my coat on. Wow, we have people watching. What's up, guys? Okay, so I don't know if I can demonstrate the sticky click. Okay, well, first of all, y'all can see there's like pre-travel. So I'm not touching the switch here. That's pre-travel. Then here I'm touching the switch. That's a click. Yeah. Both of them have it. It's really bad on this mouse. So I bought this used as is. The sell it from eBay. I want to say I got it for like 23 bucks. I might weight mod it too. Let's grab a weight real quick. Wherever I put my scale. Got it for I think around like 20, like mid 20s, like maybe around 25-ish dollars with dongle. The problem is they sent me a V3 dongle. Look at that, 55.55. That's funny. Should I even do a I don't think I have external or internal pictures. It's probably beat to death because it's a popular mouse, but let's just do some internal pictures. Why not? 55.55 is pretty fun. Grab a picture of that before it disappears. Feel free to say hi in chat, guys. We got a few people watching. Alright. Dude, Pulsar's white coating is really good. Their skates are kind of slow. The more I use their skates, the more I dislike them. Just because they're so slow. Yeah, there's a little bit of modding I could do to this to reduce the weight, but probably not. What a good shape, though. What a good coating. Good coating. And the pairing process is very easy also. You'd have to download the pairing utility, which is like a really quick download, and then it's literally 30 seconds to pair. It's just a you launch the program, press and hold 1, 2, middle mouse, then you hit spacebar on your computer, then it's paired. Easy. Although I gotta not tell that secret because this is how I get mice for cheap. So this person didn't realize she sent me the wrong dongle, so she gave me a partial refund of, I think, like $15. I effectively... Oh, no! There's no screws under the front. Well, you live and you learn. Damn, I did not need to toast that skate. She gave me a partial refund, so I ended up getting this mouse for, I guess, the equivalent of, like, $15, somewhere in that ballpark. Look at that. They even have a little removal thing for the skate spot, but... No, I guess it makes sense if you wanted to change skates. It's not just about disassembly. In fact, that's what Pulsar would want you to do. They'd want you to change skates, not to actually disassemble. I do want to get a few weights of this, though, because I'm under the impression this is kind of heavy just because they used a thicker plastic. Like, it's a smaller 300 milliamp hour battery. It's... Alright, we're using this as the back for the picture. Welcome home, Columbia. Space Shuttle Columbia, I'm guessing. Yeah, so I want to get weights to see where the weight is coming from. I'm guessing they just went with a thicker plastic. This is a 2023 release, right? X2H? Is that a 2023 release? I would say the start of it was probably 2022. What do you guys think? Like, Lamzu Atlantis. Go. What's the date on that? Lamzu Atlantis was one of the first, like, actually good wireless lightweight mice that wasn't from, you know, Logitech or Razer, who really weren't super focusing on super light at the time. 2022, maybe 2021. Oh, we got a fat clip in the back there, don't we? Yeah, this is a solidly put together mouse. So the front lobster clips I probably can't do first. Probably have to do the back, but I can tell there's a clip holding the back middle in. And it's a hefty one, and I don't think I can get to it. That's a battery hold down bracket on the back there. How you doing, dog? Yeah, she's doing good. Yeah, this overhead light without this on. Is this a vibe? Maybe a nighttime vibe. I could get away with this, but I think you guys would rather see a bit more of my face. So yeah, the sticky clicks are caused by those darn foam bits that they usually have in here. My goodness, I'm gonna really have to wrench on this son of a gun. Oh. Yep, I broke that. That's fine. I break that so often on so many mice. I don't really know how to get that apart, to be honest. Like, yeah, I don't know how I would have gotten to that. It's fine, it's a $15 mouse. Oh, ratias, dude. And with ratias, you can't solder anything in. You're locked in. I love, love, love their scroll wheels because they use this mechanism here to help stabilize it. So you get like a more consistent, poppy, snappy, reboundy click. And they even have in here, this adds a little bit of cost, but they do it. I'll show you guys here. They have a bearing. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Teeny tiny little bearing. Oh, did they glue this one? I want to be careful not to break it. They might have glued it. Well, and I can also tell, look at how thick the plastic is on this scroll wheel. This is going to be a heavier scroll wheel. So, lightweight scroll wheels with rubber. Sub 2 grams is pretty good. This is probably going to be 3, close to 4. Oh my gosh, wait, am I smoking something? I guess it might be a smaller wheel. Oh yeah, they're also using a thinner rubber, which is nice. I could change the scroll wheel rubber. Why not? It's a boring white mouse. But I love the coating, so I kind of don't want to deviate from it. White on white. So, okay, I said 2 grams. I thought 1 gram, and then we add on a rubber. No way, the Pulsar is that light, even with the little metal bearing on it. Look at that. And it's solid plastic. Rarzy's in chat. Can you put Razer Gen 3 switches instead of Raisha? Yeah, I probably could. Do I have a Razer mouse nearby that I can quickly disassemble? Gosh, let me check my switch bin to see if I have any Raishas. Or, Razer Raishas. I don't think I do. I really need to go through and disassemble some Razer mice just to have some. No. No. I need to organize these at some point too. I'd love to label them. Like I have, like I could... You guys don't even know how many mice are in my house because of all the refurbing that I used to do. Like in my basement, I kid you not, I probably have around somewhere between 400 and 600 mice. All store returns from like pallet auctions. Oh, you guys are just watching Twitter right now. I usually like to put up go, go, go. Says mod. I usually like to put up the stream, the music that's playing right there. Well, I'm gonna leave these. Yeah, the right mouse actually feels pretty good. I think I might swap those. Frickin' Pulsar, and they don't color code their darn batteries, so you gotta put a multimeter to it. I could swap the battery. I probably will. Oh, I'm supposed to take photos, though. That's right. Yeah, they did a solidly built mouse, which I guess, if you're going for market share, right, you don't want to... You want to have like a good solid product to start with. You don't want to make it too lightweight. I ordered some to try in my ES21 Pro. Some Razer ones? Yeah, okay, that's right, you have a Pro. The fun fact, the early ES21 Pros featured Omron opticals, and they felt like crap. I specifically bought one that I found with Omron opticals from a mouse market guy who had a review unit. Disappointing. In a weird way, the ratios feel better. but they all still, like, all switches still feel like crap. That's another mod that I want to do, is a stream that I want to do, is swap the switches on my ES21. LOL. Have you guys seen the Mousecast episode from last night? She sees a small dog. Bye-bye. There she goes. Crazy dog. She wants to play with people and other dogs so badly. I feel bad. Lauren's boss has a German Shepherd, and we took her over there for a play date once. We need to do that more often. That's cool. The base even says X2H in it. How fancy. I don't think the PCB is going to be all that heavy by modern standards. They have the thicker sensor lens, the heavier sensor lens. Yeah, no solder joints, just ratios. I'm going to swap the ratio switches before I forget. Yeah, so if you guys don't know, ratios are, the way that they work, they're not soldered in. They have... There's two little lobster clips here that I'll undo. So if you guys watch, I have... Watch that little tail end next to my thumb. Oh, I should actually show you. How about that? If it focuses? There we go. See that little black piece that moves? Yeah. So all that is, it's on the PCB. You have... I don't know which one's which, but you have an emitter and a receiver here. And that little black piece just goes between them and breaks the light beam, just like your little garage door. You know, that stops going down when you roll your ball in front of it or something. That's it. All optical switches operate on that principle. It's just unique that Raisha chooses to do it by having a solderless design, which is really nice. Like, I imagine if, like, you think Razer, like, repairs their mice? Like, if they send an RMA unit back? Or you think they just trash them because they're not worth that much money? But if they do choose to repair them, this is theoretically a lot faster than soldering. No, soldering is pretty quick if you're a professional too, though. I just swapped my right and left mouse button. There we go. Clip them back in. Make sure not to break them. Pulsar's blue encoder is really good too. It's quiet while still having good tactility. Yeah, that feels quite nice. You can't weight reduce. You can't get rid of this little lever arm though on the scroll wheel. You need that. You need to use the scroll wheel with the bearing. Let's get a weight of the PCB. I guess the destructive weight modding has already happened because there's the piece of the clip that broke off. Alright. Me scale. I put up here. Oh, I did actually put it back in its spot. Yeah, let's get a few weights here actually. PCB 10.06. 10 grams is about what I would have guessed. So the like really competitive ones these days are like below 7. 10 is like a little bit middle of the road, slightly on the high side, I want to say. Me SweeX, hello. Raji says, I got some Amron opticals and the Razer switches come with the VT9 Gen 2. I listened to the podcast at work. Very nice. Yeah, I used to listen to the pod at work too because I had to do timestamps, but now I just like blitz through the timestamps and I don't worry about making them really granular or really accurate. I don't know. Daz has been playing with a AI timestamping thing. And it's okay. It seems like you can train it a little bit. So like on this last pod, I kind of joked about saying timestamp and stuff, which we actually didn't even use it because, so he has to download the video and upload it into, I don't know what he uses. Not Gemini. What's the... Gemini's the Google one. What's the Microsoft one? Copilot? Whatever. The one he uploads it to, you have to like physically, you have to download the live stream, which is 2 hours long, so that takes a minute, even with faster internet. And then you have to upload it, which again takes a while. So in the like half hour it takes to do that, I just do the timestamps real quick. Yeah, their scroll wheel is top tier. Yep, totally agreed. Oh, so much for getting this sticky stuff out easily. Alright, I think I'm gonna leave it. I'll get the nuggets out though so it doesn't leave any residue. Let's check weight. First of all, we'll do battery. And this is a 300 milliamp hour battery. Which I'm not even gonna bother. There you go. 6.7 grams, so we're only gonna see like a 3 gram reduction. I'll still do it. I have a lot of batteries. I'm gonna have to solder one though, which kind of bites. Base plate. 8 grams, that's not bad. Okay. That's really not bad. Considering it's like pretty thick walled. Yeah. And let's check top. There's PCB sidewall stiffening here. And we gotta check out those clicks also. I gotta show you guys that after I get this PCB out. What causes the sticky clicks and how to fix it. The whole title of the stream, huh? Like, I wonder if I could use AI to timestamp my live streams. I try to give some sort of purpose to my live streams. It's tough though, because sometimes I'll title it something and then I'll start modding and I'll be like, you know, I really want to do this other one instead. Guano. Black shell, white dots, 90-degree angled 3-pin for the side buttons. 3 grams for the side PCB is not the best, but it's like somewhat big. Interesting. And they opted for, first of all, if you ever see these things fall out, this is for the side LED, the DPI LED. These can fall out pretty easily because they're usually just like sitting in there loose. So, side buttons here. Oh, this is probably to the scroll wheel. So something interesting is they are using PTFE. This seems like Teflon, like mouse gate material. It's soft for the clicks, which is usually not what you want to do. This is nice because the slipperiness of this will mean that you won't have grinding like on freaking Glorious mice. But because it's softer, I don't know how longevity will be. I don't know. I know Pulsar opted to do it, so they know something I don't. But these are usually hard plastic like polycarbonate, something that won't wear away. Yeah, so when I press on this, there's a little bit of resistance before it like caves in. Both of them are that way. Let's show you guys what causes the sticky clicks here. Simply take out the rear buttons, or the main buttons. I also want to, maybe I'll do some weight reduction to this because I got this thing so cheap. I'll keep this post for the support. I'll get rid of this. Get rid of the clip that I broke too. There's no fixing that. How do you guys feel about flannel? Do you guys wear flannel all year round? In the autumn time? Fall time? Right, flannel's not an American thing, right? It's not. So flannel, it'll be a plaid pattern, but it's fuzzy, it's soft. Alright, here it is. This is the culprit here. So, Pulsar puts foam padding in a few areas. They put it here and here. Then on the other side, they also put it here. So this one dampens your upstroke, right? We have this little bar that hits that. So on your upstroke, it presses against this to dampen the upstroke. And on your downstroke, this foam dampens that. Raban says, hey, I got F1. Did you get F1 V2 or not planning? Not planning. I already have an F1. So what was sticking on this? So what was sticking? Okay, that makes sense. The initial stick was caused by this. That little crossbar, it gets stuck to that because this is all worn down. Yeah, I can't zoom in anymore. This is worn down and now it's kind of sticky. I don't know if I can really demonstrate that. Yeah, I can barely feel it, so there's no way in hell I can demonstrate that. But, very easy solution. I take my dental pick that I understand not everyone will have, but guess what? You can figure it out. And I'm just going to take that off. I could replace it with foam. Oh, yeah, dude, that foam is gone. It's like all adhesive. That is so thin. So if you wanted to replace it, I do have, for example, let me get out. I have some stuff from my soldering iron on. No, good, okay. I have this stuff I got from, I think, Amazon. Just a foam roll, thin, adhesive on one side. It's like weather stripping, but it's really small, like 5 millimeters by 1 millimeter thick. But I'm not going to use that because I think it's too thick for this anyway. And quite frankly, I don't really need to cushion the upstroke. I'm not too concerned about the upstroke because I mod my fulcrums down. But I do want to clean that up because there's some goopers on it. You guys actually might be able to still see the shine to it. There still is adhesive on it. Yep, that's the adhesive layer right there. Yeah, so that foam over time gets kind of gummy. So I might as well just remove it. Easy peasy. I don't know if I'll remove the other foam. I might. Oh, there you go. There's a good image. See how it's kind of pressed down towards the front and then towards the back of the mouse, it's still upright. Yeah, so it just squishes, these little bars squish it down too much over time and make it sticky. And that bar doesn't contact that back half, and that's why that's still erect. I wanted to use that word. It's still upright. Oh, I kind of stabbed that. I gotta decide what we're having for dinner tonight. I'm so trashy, dude. I want hot dogs. I have some like nice groceries to make a nice meal, but I want hot dogs. When I was outside playing with the dog, I could smell somebody grilling. It was actually a pretty mild day outside today. I did take the top down on the Miata as I drove home from work. Nope. I messed up that fulcrum. Let's try again. Oh, so much sharp crap in here. This has got to go. This thing keeps getting in my way. I might just be able to bend this one actually without easy. How much weight do you think we reduced here, chat? My guess? 0.26. Ah, no way! Oh, man. Sorry, the glares. 0.26! Somebody needs to make a compilation of all the times I correctly guess the weight. And not one where I guess it wrong. it still feels like crap. That might make it too light. Honestly, the stock fulcrum to these is actually pretty okay. Maybe I shouldn't have touched it. Well, it's too late now. There we go. That's nice and loose. Beautiful. I like that one. I have a coworker who, he likes hot dogs, but he's not like insane about them. But I don't know, just he and his girlfriend had this thing where they would make hot dogs every week. They would do like a specialty hot dog, like a taco dog or a Philly cheesesteak dog. And he would go all out. He would change the bun, the toppings, get all the fixing, all the veggies, all the pickled things. By the way, if you fulcrum out an X2H here, the plastic here is like kind of, the plastic's kind of easy to bend, so careful. It's easy to plastically deform. I think we'll call it there. I think that's good. I might want a little bit more tension on the... I think I want a little bit more tension on that there. Because I want my right mouse to be a little bit firmer than my left. What? I went the wrong way? Am I crazy? Yeah, see, I'm already starting to kind of... You guys see how the plastic kind of turns that white color? It means it's getting toasted. Damn, this is a pain in the butt to do because I bend it every single time I take it out of the mouse. It bends itself a little bit. We're gonna call that good enough. It's not perfect, but that's okay. I fussed with it enough. So let's put our screws back in. Oh, did I want to get away to the top of this? I can. Why not? 21 grams. That's about what I would have expected. It's not, for how like medium sized the mouse is, that's not incredible. It's a little bit on the heavier side. It's yeah, Mousecast was a pretty fun one. There wasn't a whole lot going on, but luckily Daz came in clutch with, I guess, some drama and a Rapu rant, so that's what I ended up titling it. And I know the thumbnail was, I don't want to say clickbait, maybe it was a little clickbaity. Point is, we don't have any renderings of what the new Bruce Lee Crazy Light's going to look like. I wonder if they're going to do an X-Light Crazy Light. That would be cool. Crazy Light. An X-Light Bruce Lee. Yep, no tackiness anymore. I'll see, the foam seems okay, in good, okay shape on the downstroke, so I'm going to leave those. Yeah, I'll leave those. Yeah, good coating though from Pulsar. Now let's do the old, let's see here. Is the LED on this? Yeah, there's the LED, okay. So the LED goes like this. Kind of saddles on top of the PCB like that. Then we want to put that side in first. Cool. Man, I'm so mad about Mousecast yesterday, how the audio didn't work at the very beginning. It's stupid Synapse, dude. It's so dumb. Just let me use my headset without Synapse running. Like... ridiculous. Okay, that's good. What a great shape. Look at how low their click height looks like when you don't have the bottom shell on. Okay. Which screws do I use here? I think these were PCB. I think these were upper PCB, so sure. At the start I was like, huh, where's the rest of the sound? Yeah, I know, I'm glad that Daz caught it. Because I don't monitor the stream. It's just dumb, like, even Daz, dude, I remember thinking to myself, we usually audio check every single stream, but the past few we haven't. We'll always audio check with a guest. Also, Daz's levels was a little loud, or I need to turn myself up. But that's okay. We'll get it next time. Is this the Pulsar skate? I think this is. This fell down. There's the third screw. There it is. At least I think this is the... Nope, this is not the third screw. I don't know where my third screw went. What? What the heck? Oh, here's a battery I can use, right? Is this JST 1.5? Or 2.5? Yeah, okay. Should I just YOLO it and guess on the pinout? No, I don't want to fry my mouse. Yeah, but I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've started showing the live streams early. Like, I create the broadcast in OBS, and then it pops it up on my YouTube channel as a coming soon video. It's pretty nifty, huh? There's been a couple times that people have, like, been pre-watching, which just warms my heart. And then we're, like, 5 minutes late, and I'm like, oh, I feel bad for them. You guys can blame Daz for being late, though. I guess I could be a little bit more prepared, but... Like, yesterday, I don't think he got on till 10:42. But I was also playing Crab Champions, so... I started playing Crab Champions at, like, 9:50 with a friend, and then I just hopped in the Daz Discord until Daz got there, so we played right up until the end. Crab Champions such I mean, roguelikes are so easy. You just jump in and out, and there's no matchmaking, there's no fussing with settings or whatever, and it's kind of a PvE, so it's a casual pace, as slow as you want. Yeah, Crab Champs is a good game. They just did an update that I'm really glad I played the game before the update, because the update, like, adds a few more creature comforts and changes some of the islands, the levels around. And if you had never played it before, then you wouldn't appreciate those things. I'm sorry, I know I'm not quite centered in the frame here, but whatever. These Pulsar, what height is this encoder? Not that I'm going to remember to put on my spreadsheet anyway. 10. It's a 10mm encoder. I'm so not going to remember to put this on my spreadsheet. Oh, I didn't do any close-ups of the PCB. Nordic 52833 MCU, by the way. I got the Susanto mouse as Rarzi's. For some reason, when I used the mouse, I had to take the stock feet off. They just didn't feel right. Put dots on it, it was good. My old X2H feels fine. Can you elaborate? What's wrong with... I feel like... Are they that bad? I assume they're just like Pulsar's other skates, just bigger. Which Pulsar skates aren't... They're not bad, but I definitely have fallen out of favor just because they're slow. They're, like, really slow. I'm trying to get a good picture of that MCU there.
Roger, 0J, and I feel fine. Discovery Houston, press to ATO.
That'll do. Oh, I was going to try to change the rubber as I put the scroll wheel back in. Lol. Let's see if I can. Let's see if any rubbers fit. I do like I don't like you. I will not use a mouse simply because it's a boring color. I'm so petty like that. That actually fits pretty okay. Wow. Nice. Little bit of slop, unfortunately. The like left-right, the width fitment is quite nice. Should I be zoomed in on this for you guys? I don't know. This one's gonna be like way too small. What if I did white on white, all white, white out mouse? I could. How bad does that look? I don't know, it's a look. I don't hate it as much as I thought. Even the pearl white looks kind of nice, though it's a bit thicker. A silver wheel would look nice because the Pulsar logo on the mouse is silver. Oh, this is kind of silverish right here. It's like a whitish silver. I was looking for more like a gray silver. I could do that if it actually has... Let's try a colored one and just see how that vibe is. I should probably order some more of these. Oh, the green and white looks nice. I like that. Destroyer. I started a Crab Champs run today and got somewhere around level 200. I can one-hit every enemy on the map with a pickaxe. That's so funny. Wait, really? Did you have the day off or something, Destroyer? Wait, you got to a level 200 today? Are you insane? Bro. I want to play some more, dude. I want to play some more tonight. The r/Crab Champion subreddit is all happy about the update, and I am too. Yeah, and yes. Okay, so you did have the day off. Oh, you know the pink doesn't look that bad either. These fit nicely, which is shocking. Yeah. I do worry about the glitter coming out though on these. Bro, Destroyer, let's play some Crab Champs right now. Right now, let's go. I don't dislike these as much as I thought. Well, thanks for stopping in the stream though, Destroyer. I appreciate you. That looks nice too. I'm down to play more Crab Champs tonight. If you're around, though, if you're not, that's no problem. I think Lauren wants to do a date night at some point this week. Oh wait, am I doing that today? I gotta remember. Maybe we want to do our date night tonight. I wouldn't mind doing that, getting it out of the way. I sound terrible. No, I want to go. I told her if we wanted to do a date, I want to go to a cider mill. Where did you get all the rubbers? AliExpress. These are wedding bands. I forget. I posted, check the Discord. I posted in modding chat. I think I pinned it, which rubbers I use. Yeah, I would like to go to a cider mill with her, get some donuts, get some apple cider, though I don't drink. Maybe I'll just do the green. I don't know. Decision paralysis. I feel like every damn time I get those scroll wheel rubbers out, I have decision paralysis. The thing is, these actually fit nicely, which is a shocker. That one's gonna be ugly. Oh, that's not too bad, actually. I do worry that these are going to wear down, but then again, they're supposed to be for rings, so they should be like good. I grabbed a greed perk that massively increases damage, but also massively increases the number of enemies. Now the levels take like 10 minutes because the enemies don't spawn fast enough. Oh, I know that greed perk. Oh, the white looks good, the red and white, but that is too. I think it's too slim. Yeah. So greed perks in Crab Champions are they'll have like a big benefit, but then they'll also have like a big downgrade, and once you equip them, you can never unequip them. Like, what did that look good? But that's way too big. Yeah, the greed perks make it fun. They breathe life into the game because you can kind of do some goof off runs. I'm watching Bad Batch with the wife tonight. Might finish season 3. Oh, cool. She's watching it too. Yeah, Bad Batch, it's another one of the Star Wars shows that starts off totally for kids, and then as it gets along, it's kind of, I don't want to say for adults. adults can appreciate it a little bit more. I mean, some of the themes can be kind of dark. You know, it's war. Clone Wars was that way. Yeah, Bad Batch. That was a good show. I need to order some more, so I think I'm gonna go with... Oh, I'll check the teal. I'm thinking between the teal and the green. Teal looks nice. Nice and bright. Green looks nice too. It's kind of a different vibe. It's a little bit more bold, whereas the teal is like a light aesthetic. I'll probably go with the teal. Yeah, I'll go teal. The Bad Batch. The girl, I forget the girl's name, but her accent throws me every time because it's New Zealand, right? That's a New Zealander accent, so it's not quite Australian. Okay, do I have any contact? Oh, it's close, but I do not have contact. I gotta check contact with the top shell too. The Bad Batch. That's how she says Omega, yeah. She says betch instead of batch. Betch. Like betcha. You betcha. Yeah, no rubbing on the wheel. Cool. Alright. We're locked in with the teal. Yeah, that looks nice. Nice little flare. I suppose I could get another cheap X2H somewhere and like color swap different bits in order to keep the nice white coating on the white version. Alright, see you, Destroyer. Enjoy your dinner. I want to eat dinner, dude. I gotta see what the wife wants to do. She wants to go out. I don't want to spend money, though. I don't think eating out... I know it's about spending time with her, but I'd like rather go bowling. I'd rather eat hot dogs at home and then go bowling, you know? Man, I'm a loser, aren't I? The Bad Batch. Can I maybe cheat and use my spreadsheet and see if that works instead of getting out the multimeter? The Bad Batch. Let's go on to Modder's spreadsheet. Mouse Modder's spreadsheet. Shout out to the guy who messaged me today finding a lighter, a 2 gram 130 milliamp hour battery. Okay. BTR, and then these I don't have. I could have sworn I labeled them at one point. I can switch to this so you guys can like see me doing something, but it's not really going to be that interesting. X2H, white, 300, 6.70, JST 1.5 millimeter, and it's something. And we're going to go to the weight. Well, I remember it was 55.55 grams. Skates Alway base was 10.0, right? No, the PCBA was 10.0. The base was... I forget what the base was. The wheel was like 2.12. PCBA. You really need to get good at the multimeter. Oh, I got called out. 9 says, hi. Hello, 9. PCBA. Modded. The problem is my freaking multimeter is down there. I guess I'll get it out. I gotta like unbox, uncover it. All right. And do I have my probe? I do have my probes. Okay, good. So what's the thing? You stick it in. So positive to positive, negative to negative, and then if it's reverse polarity, it'll be 20 volts. And then if it's reverse polarity, it'll say negative. Bruh. Four volts, okay. So if it's showing a positive sorry, that's hidden. So if the voltage is positive, that means I have it arranged correctly. And then if I reverse polarity, right? Oh, I'm sorry, scene swap. I'm so sorry. Jeez. Thank you. There you go. My bad. Oh, I can check on this one. So if I go red to red, black to black. What? Is this battery dead? Is that why this one is sitting out? Let's try another battery. Okay, so the pinout for this Pulsar battery is red to red, black to black. Okay, so it's BTR. I'm gonna put that on my spreadsheet so I don't have to fuss with this again next time I do BTR. I'm guessing the super clear is probably also BTR. Cool. I'll put a little note. Unconfirmed. Note. Unconfirmed. And the last one I will say confirmed with multimeter live stream of 7th, 2025. Okay. So I think I got to solder a battery now. Thank you, LKL, for calling me out in chat and getting the multimedia out. Red to red should be positive. Chinesium stuff can be inverted colors. Yeah, we'll try this. We'll try this. So, Mr. LKL, what does your name mean? Mr. LKL? Please don't tell me it's just your initials. That's so boring. If I could go back, I probably wouldn't have changed. I wouldn't have chosen Phalanges as my name. I don't hate it. I definitely don't hate it. I definitely like it. But I'm saying I think I could have probably come up with something more clever if I were to go back in time. So battery options, I could do... So this battery I think is dead. I wasn't getting... As I put my multimeter away. Let me just double check that I in fact do think this battery is dead. It's your initials? No, bro. No. You can be anyone you want on the internet and you just choose to be yourself. Maybe, is that based? Remember when like YouTubers went through their phase of like making their channel name their actual name? And that was like kind of a weird thing for a little bit. Like, yeah. I don't know, in chats and on our Discord, I always refer to AimAdapt as Liam. And I don't know why. I've never talked to the dude. I am not on a first name basis with him. But he just looks like a Liam. And I don't know. Yeah, 0 volts. What, brother? And if I reverse it... So, 0 volts, is this thing just like hella dead? I thought I remembered plugging this into something and it didn't work. Nothing. Does it smell like bubblegum? No, not that I can tell. Alright, well, I will try plugging it into the mouse because the pinout's already right. And seeing if the mouse turns on, and it probably won't. 9-ish-year-old me wasn't that original. Oh. Well, Mr. LKL makes it sound so formal then. Yeah, I got no sensor light. I think this battery's toast. That's a bummer. Alright, then that means we have to solder a battery. Oh, I wanted this to be a faster stream. Alas, it is not. I wanted to move on from this mouse. Man, if I could only put armored opticals in this, dude. X2H crazy light size 2 when, please. Please. You know, if I'm gonna solder one, I might even just do... I still have a ton of these smaller batteries that I never use. Yeah, I'll do one of these. I never use these guys. These are those Hexen Baba ones. These are like... They say they're 125 milliamp hours, but they only weigh like 2 grams. Most sites don't accept a 3-letter username. Oh yeah, that's annoying. No bubblegum. I tell you, one of these days I'm gonna eat a lithium-ion battery. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's actually really bad. I watched a video the other day on Reddit of a dude putting a lithium-ion battery inside of a chicken, between 2 chicken breasts, and it freaking caught fire, thermal runaway, bada bing, bada boom. It cooked the chicken. It cooked the chicken! So don't eat them, because you'll cook your insides. Might just need a charge. We can try that. The fact that I have it in... Oh, I wonder if this was in, like, my aula, and so I, like, really killed it. Dead. Hang on. I like how you're so reasonable, dude. I'm like, oh, it must be dead. And you're just like, how about try charging it, dummy? Sorry, those were my Windows sounds. Okay, well, I'm still going to solder a battery just in case, because I like having one on hand anyway. Well, that charges. How about that? Win-win. I'll leave the multimeter out. That way we can check it once it's done. Oh, I want hot dogs, dude. Texture. I'll text her what, dinner plans. Go out or hot dogs at home. I wonder if my dog found her food. I gave her, because we played a little bit today. Oh, and I should say this is BTR. Not that it matters, but I'll put a piece of electrical tape on this. Yeah, this will be my system here. Scissors. Yeah, so I'm very lucky that I swapped dongles with the X2H and no more wireless interference at work, at least from the like roughly 4 hours of testing that I did. But I usually catch it, especially with right now I'm temporarily in the main building instead of in the R&D building. And in the main building it's a lot worse. And I have orange electrical tape somewhere, but I don't think I'm going to get it. Yeah, we'll just leave this. JST 1.5, that's from the Pulsar. Oh, I guess I'll label it. Why not? X2H 6.70, and this is BTR. Yeah, let's get the old soldering iron out. Might as well. Yeah, so I need to make a mental note and actually remember to order some more rings. Again, I don't remember what size they are, 9, 10, but I posted it. It's a pinned message in the Discord modding chat. Wait, we are in fact 1.5 millimeter, right? Yes. We are in fact 1.5 millimeter. Okay. Alright, so let's strip this wire down. Which I have wire strippers, but I don't have the right, like, die size. So I just do my own little method. Which I need my hobby knife for. Oh, there it is. I put it in upside down. So my method is pretty simple. Well, first of all, I'm going to stagger these. I'll cut one there, cut one there, and then I'll do the yellow in the middle between them. And that just helps. The staggering just helps a little bit with the heat shrink doesn't get all bunched up. It's really not necessary, but... Oh, I should have followed this. Oops. I need my screwdriver to pry this out. Pry the little prongs out. I guess we can zoom in on this. It's not really interesting, but that's okay. I'm just happy you guys even want to tune in. Because I do this modding stuff like regardless of my free time. It's not a ton of effort to go live either. It's really not bad. The real effort going live, it's like mentally blocking out that I'm gonna be semi-busy for an hour or whatever. That's the harder part. Because, I mean, it's so easy to just like casually go and try and go live. But then like if something comes up then and I take down the stream after 10 minutes, it's a little, I don't know, I feel bad having sent everyone a notification. Crap, did I take some of the wire with? No, okay, it's just really small. Should I just shut up and let you guys listen to the lo-fi? Oops, I bonked that with my head. Sorry, all. Okay, next up is black. Yeah, it's nice. Some of the really thin wires are so thin that you can just use your fingernail to remove the sheathing. This is how I solder these wires. There's like probably a better way of using the helping hands. I don't know. Or maybe this is exactly how you are supposed to use helping hands. My stupid solder holder. I need to like cut it open so that the iron can come out more easily. Temperature I'm at 600. Okay. Cool. And now for the red. Final red one. Yeah, it's a little bit on the longer side, but I don't really care. It just helps. I mean, you can have the wires different lengths. It just means, I guess, you're wasting. You know, it's once they're together, you're only as long as the shortest one. So I guess you're just wasting a little bit of weight. I don't know. Worrying about the length of the wires is pretty, for weight purposes, a little schizo, but I mean, I'll do it. I'm already in here. I'm already phalanges deep into this mouse. And another little trick I did to my helping hands here is the red here. All I did is I just put some heat shrink over the jaws so that those are a little bit softer. So that's why I put the battery in that side, because I don't want to puncture it. And you need very, very little heat on this teeny tiny heat shrink. Yeah, my little lighters here are just from the Dollar Tree. Like a multi-pack for $1 or whatever. And they've lasted me a long time too, because I remember I got these back when the Dollar Tree was still only $1. Now it's the $1.25 tree because inflation. Yeah. Okay, so we were BTR. We were BTR on the battery pinout. Oh, we'll get like about a 4-gram savings from this. It'll be like slightly noticeable. The decrease in capacity is not ideal. I wouldn't mind doing this so much if it was a Nordic 54 series mouse, but we're just doing the old X2H. Get in there. BT R for red. I did add a new tab to the mouse modder spreadsheet though, because somebody DM'd me. Sorry, my Windows sound here. Alright, let's see if this took more of a charge. I gotta get this plugged in so I'll get my LED light indicator on if this thing actually took a charge. I guess I could check with the multimeter too, but let's do this real quick. Then we'll check with the multimeter if this is no good. At least JST 1.5mm is a little bit easier to read on the multimeter. And yes, you guys are not the only ones who struggle with these stupid ribbon connectors. Well, they're not stupid, they're just very minimalist. See, this is what it looks like without any lights. Oh, I don't have my mood lighting on. There you go, that helps a little bit. Okay, we turn it on, and we get a light! Okay. So, I'm curious. I wonder what the charge voltage will say. So I soldered this battery for no reason, but not totally because I can always use it later. Let's check what the multimeter says. I guess these little screwdriver kits, here's the screwdriver kit I have, you guys. I don't know if anyone cares, but it's just a multi-bit kit. It's really nothing special. The only essentials are you want various sizes of Phillips. And I really like for removing skates, this kit came with a super thin flathead, which it might be so thin, it might not even be a flathead. This is it here. It's like maximum width, but it's way thinner than the actual flathead. And it's stored over, I think it's supposed to be stored over here. Yeah. So I guess it's more like a scraper, and I use that all the time. But I don't, it's not one of those things that it's like, oh, I recommend this product because, dude, it's a friggin' screwdriver set. Like, just get one that has the bits you want at the price you want. And don't overthink it because they're only like 10 bucks and get the one that's pretty to you. I kind of like the red and black. It looks good. All right, what do we got here? 3.84 volts. Okay, yeah, so it wasn't, so I know fully charged. The other battery I checked, it was like 4.06. So yeah, the charge is a little bit low. So the question is, do I want to do the Hex and Baba, the 125 milliamp hour asterisk battery? That may or may not actually be the true capacity. Or do I want to do the other one? I want to say the weight difference is about a gram. .45, 3.29, 0.85 gram difference. I'll do it. I have multiple X2Hs. They don't get a ton of love, so I will put the teeny tiny battery in this one, and if that is annoying, I can swap it. Mr. LKL, do you have the other ends of the JST connectors? Would be a bit easier to measure from the wire instead of from the small connector? What do you mean by the other end? Like taking off the Kapton tape and measuring from the battery? I think battery for this guy. Should I put it in the back or should I just put it on top of the sensor? Can I even reach the back from here? Oh, not quite. BTR. Plug it in there. Like the male side of the connector that's on the mouse? Female plug with wires. Oh, no, I don't. I know what you mean. It's not that big of a deal. No, I don't. I have only male ends. I see what you're saying. Like I could have a little tester pigtail. Nah. I could weight reduce this some. So that's about, if I wanted to put it in the back there, I'm stretching the black wire, but I could do right there. I think I will do that. I don't think the weight balance will... I wish it was a lighter mouse. Oh, I gotta remember to turn off my soldering iron. Yeah, I forgot to turn it off the other night. So I woke up, came in here, and it was on still. It has an auto shut off, but I don't know how long it runs before it auto shuts off. I cut that a little big, didn't I? Yeah, that's okay. Who cares? Phalanges, get over it. Actually, I do care. I'm gonna trim that a little bit. Alright, wife says she's good with cooking here at home. So that is what we will do tonight for Din Din. Also, weird thing, I got these tweezers because they look quality from AliExpress. They are non-metallic tweezers. So the ends here are ceramic. That's why they're like screwed in like this. I actually used them as non-metallic tweezers for the first time. Oh, rip. Yeah, so if you're like dealing with magnets, like something a strong magnet, and you want to like not get your tweezers sucked into the magnet, these are helpful. Or like screws that you like don't want to pick up or something. I don't know. It depends on the situation. But point is, it is helpful. Soul Out in chat says the seller you linked on the deals chat in the Discord for the X2H V3 size 2 sent me an X-Lite instead. Brother. Ugh. What was the seller? Was it a cording outlet? Was it GR Liquidators? If so, both of those places owned by the same people, by the way, have been a-okay with returns for me. I mean, if they sent you the wrong thing, I mean, you're entitled. You have the eBay money back guarantee. So let me just double check that the light turns on. Yep, we got a blue light. Cool. Okay. So we did a battery swap. We trimmed that a little bit. We fixed the clicks. Let's check how the clicks feel. I could base sand this down too, because it is a little thick. I forget how heavy the base was. Oh, wait, were there any other pictures I'm missing? Yeah, sure, I'll do an internal pic before I close it back up. Oh, Lauren wants, we have a home chef, a salmon dish, and I really still want hot dogs. I might still just make myself hot dogs. I might just make both dinners. Zone deal, something like that. I returned it. Oh, okay. Was it an X-Lite V3? Bummer if it's a... Especially if it was like a V2, an X-Lite V2. Definitely a worse mouse. Yeah, okay, I have too much tension on left mouse. I gotta open this back up. It's too soft. It's too, yeah. It was a V3. Okay, yeah. Have you guys ever had the wrong item sent to you, but you were sent one that was definitely higher value? I'm trying to think if I have. I probably have. I know I've gotten lower value, so I ordered my purple ATK. What's the statute of limitations on returns? You guys want to hear? Okay. I'm going to give you guys a little secret to the 7 viewers watching. I ordered a ATK X1 Ultimate in purple from a seller who I had purchased from before. They had properly sent me a red one the first time around. This time they sent me a non-ultimate. They sent me a purple one still, but the non-ultimate, which I did spend like an extra $15 for because I wanted the bigger skates. And so I filed a return. They accepted. I go to return the mouse back, and the day before I had read a Reddit thread about what happens to these returns back to AliExpress because they don't make any sense to actually ship back to China. So they go to warehouses in like New Jersey where they then get, I think they just get inspected. Just so like this company will inspect it and say, yep, okay, the return is here. And then they throw it all in a dumpster. They burn it all or whatever they do with it. So I was like, I wonder, let's play a game. I grabbed an old ass decrepit Aerox 3 that was like missing its dongle. So something that still looked like a gaming mouse. And I put it back in the ATK X1 box. And I sent that back. And my return was approved and I got my money. Don't do as I did. But I'm saying it just worked this one time. So I technically got an ATK X1 non-ultimate purple, metallic purple for free. I feel kind of bad about it. I kind of don't because, okay, I feel bad about it because like I should have just returned the mouse and done the proper thing. But also I was annoyed that the seller, like they sent me the right thing the first time. Then this second time around, we had a little bit of back and forth in the messages where they were saying that they had sent the right thing and it wasn't. So then I filed the dispute with AliExpress and they sided with me. But yeah, I don't know. Solot says, I did that recently. LOL. I saw a thread about something about returning DDR3 RAM for DDR5. Did it once for a keyboard. Oh no. Oh, we're terrible people. We are terrible people. Yeah, but to be clear, I have returned a lot of stuff to AliExpress. I have probably returned, because they send you like a freaking stuffed animal instead of the actual product that you bought. I have returned probably about a dozen items That's the only one I, like, did something naughty with, so I'm trying to justify myself as not being a totally terrible person. I have since done returns the proper way. It was just this one that, again, I don't exactly remember what the catalyst in my mind was that like justified it, why I would do it. Was it because the seller was being a butthead? I remember being kind of salty, just that like, I think it was just the seller being a butthead. Because I remember being salty that like I paid extra money for this thing and the seller like didn't understand. So sold out. I only did it because the seller was a POS and messages on Alley. Yeah. Isn't that funny? I wonder how many people just straight up do it just because they want a free thing. And like, you guys shouldn't do that. Like, I'm not going to criminalize you sold out because you and I did the same thing. But people who are like regulars with it, because I'm sure that exists. It makes products just cost more for all of us. Alright, let's put this back together. Man, I'm a hungry boy. Lauren wants salmon and I want hot dogs. I will make beef hot dogs and we'll have salmon and we'll call it surf and turf as our fancy date night dinner. Hot dogs are good though. Nitrates are really a thing though, aren't they, guys? Like, this is not medical advice, but I remember learning about like touching on nitrates in microbiology class and being like, holy crap, how are these things legal? Right, so nitrates, they're a preservative, right? Like sodium nitrate. Nitrite? Nitrate? There is a difference. And they had something to do with free radicals, right? So free radicals are something in your body that do they mess with DNA or cell reproduction or something? Point is, there's like links to cancer. Because again, remember, cancer is just cells that are not doing what they're supposed to do. So because they're not doing what they're supposed to do, they're harming your body. And it's right the result of, microbiology, cells reproducing wrong or whatever. Anyway, free radicals, not a good thing. But somehow they're still like, I don't know, European countries are they banned in some European countries? And then the other day I watched a YouTube video that was like professional chefs rank the top like hot dog brands, like store-bought hot dogs. It's actually a fun little show. Hebrew National did not rank all that well. I remember Nathan's ranked pretty well. Their natural casing hot dog ranked pretty well. But one of the people said that you shouldn't be concerned about nitrates. I don't know if it was a dosage amount thing or what. Yeah, wow, the extra sponginess of actually lifting that up did actually make it feel a little bit better. So we'll stick with that. Okay. Put the skizzers away. Want to know another unethical thing I might have done? These yellow toothbrushes here. I stayed at an Airbnb in Ohio for work for a week or two, and they had little freebie toothbrushes with little baby toothpastes. For the people the guests who presumably forget their toothbrush at home. They had a whole cup of, 10 of them. I took 2 or 3. At least 2, because that's what I have here. Oh, hang on, the wife is calling. Okay, I'm back. That was the old wife. She's actually leaving work like a half hour early, so that's pretty cool. Then again, she's hourly, so it's less money, but she's happy to get out a little early on a Friday, I'm sure. So I need to go get a start on dinner, so I'm gonna wrap this up here. Put the old foot sticker back on. Get a final weight. Look at that. I took out pre-travel from the from the clicks, and it actually feels better. Pulsar must just have a good, yeah, it's very spammable in a spongy way. Like, it's still not an amazing click experience, but I can tell it's lighter. Yeah, that's for sure lighter. 51 grams. Yeah, so we had like a 4 gram reduction, 4.4 gram reduction. Boom. All right, what's the difference between the X2H size and the M shows L7 or RKM3? It says sold out. I'll grab some of those real quick. So the RKM3 is more of a Sora clone. The hump profile is just very unique on the X2H. It's very ball-like here in the middle. Whereas something like a Sora, it's a little bit more pointed. It's a little bit more of like a pointed arch that comes back. The next thing is the side geometry. The Sora and RKM3 and all these, I also lump the L7 Plus in with it. The sides are more just like a straight down taper with like a little bit of a bulbous taper here. So to me, it doesn't feel totally natural. Whereas the X2H, what this does well is that it's a taper and then kind of flat as it comes down. So this feels much more natural for your fingers, like how my fingers curl in. This feels much, much, much more natural. But the size, I suppose, is similar. The X2H is going to feel wider, though. Especially depending on where you grip. And yeah, the hump's going to feel very different, too. But they're a similar size. I don't know, the RKM3, if you haven't tried one, dude, this is a 3311 variant, dude. It still has really good build quality, nice big skates, really good weight, good clicks, like good mechanical clicks, good weight. It's honestly a really solid 3311 mouse, and I think you can get these on AliExpress early, so you used to be able to get them for under 20 bucks. Sora shape best for aiming. Okay. X2H is noticeably wider at the grip width. Yeah. Now, I think that if I line them up, the mini X2H is going to feel smaller for sure. I don't know. I just feel like, so the thing is, this technically gets narrower at the base than the X2H, but again, there's like the sides as they're coming down, they kind of have this like hump outward. Like, imagine if there's just like a tube running along here. It's my issue with the Mad G Max also, whereas this feels more truly closer to like an XM2. You haven't tried a Soul Out, you haven't tried a Sora shape? You definitely should. And if you're going to and you don't want to spend a lot of money, RKM3 is honestly, this is probably one of the best 3311 mice you can get, if not the best. My arm on opticals on this feel really good too. 100k less than the safe limit could be an issue if your complete diet is full of it. Nitrates are safe. It's 100k. Okay, so there's like a safe limit, yeah. So that's the other thing. I listened to a podcast thing today from Kyle Hill. He does a lot of YouTube nuclear stuff and radiation. And he talked about how like the safe level limit, or LTL, whatever it is, the thinking that radiation exposure is cumulative is wrong, is what he was postulating. I'm not an expert on this subject. Don't come to me for this kind of information, but the thought was always that it was cumulative. So like, but that's apparently wrong, and there's apparently some research that shows that ionizing radiation, the bad stuff, can actually be good for you in very, very low dosages. Again, not medical advice, but it was interesting. Was there anything else interesting from that? Oh yeah, he compared it to like, so like there's a lethal dose of caffeine to kill a person, and that's the equivalent of like 138 cups of coffee a day, or within an hour. I forget what amount of time it was, but 138 cups of coffee is what you'd have to consume for a lethal dose of caffeine, for a 50-50 shot lethal dose of caffeine. And he said, if you looked at it cumulatively, then that would mean 1 cup of coffee is 0.4% of the lethal dosage. So that if you looked at that cumulatively, it would kill 0.4% of people, which when you have 1 billion coffee drinkers around the world, you're killing off millions of people a day, which doesn't happen. That's not how that works. You know, either your body, I'm assuming, flushes it out or whatever, or is able to absorb it and deal with it, whatever. And yeah, he was saying that ionizing radiation is somewhat the same way, and that it's hampering U.S. nuclear push. I don't know. That's not. I gotta cut my nails. I'm sorry. You guys have to see that. There you guys go. I need to, on my way to jump in the nearest reactor. He did the Chernobyl dog video. Yeah. Wait, maybe I haven't seen that one, but was one, okay, wait. Yeah, I have an RKM3 put on Mad R skates on them. Was wanting something a bit bigger. That's why I'm aiming at the X2H size 2. Yeah, the X2H definitely is more filling. It's just a more filling. I don't know. The Sora shape has always been like okay to me. I don't feel that locked in with it. Maybe my hands are too big. The X2H feels properly. This feels a little bit more like designed in a computer. This feels more designed like in clay modeling. It's more filling because the hump is more pronounced. It feels a little bit wider. If you haven't tried an X2H, you definitely should. Have you tried an X2? Because it feels way different from an X2. I used to think the only difference was the hump, the H. No, the waist taper is way different. I do not like the X2 shape. I am so bored with the X2 shape. X2H, love it. Absolutely love it. I want a crazy light. Like, to me, Strider is like my favorite shape. And X2H is like pretty close to that too. I honestly wish they even had a larger X2H. But you can't bioaccumulate nitrates, you piss it out. Yeah, again, yeah, I mean, like, that makes sense in my brain. So, anyway, now we have 10 people watching. Guys, I have to go cook salmon for my wife. Okay. Bye, you guys. Thank you, Soul Out. My curved inward sides are the only thing I am for. Yeah, dude, these are, you'll like the waist tapering here. It's well done on the X2H, better than most other mice. But I need to go, y'all. I need to go. Oh, check out, if you want a GPX with waist tapering, try the Inca G23V2. It's kind of got a little bit of a U2 thing going on where there's a nice little spot for your thumb right in here. Okay, I need to go. My Ink, Soul Out, Mr. LKL, Thunderhead. You guys are great. I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.